Hello everyone. Today I'm here for Jaded Blossom for the November release, and I made this fun magic slider card using one of the new sets. Also, this is going to be a class for my girls that come to my classes. So here is the new set. It's the gingerbread gnomies, and if you don't know, I do cover-ups for Jaded Blossom. So that's why I have them all colored. Also use the peppermint candy die, but in the store there's two in a set along with the flag die and some masking paper. So there is the base of my card, and it's an SVG file, and I also used the walnut stain, I think it was, and I'm just gonna ink that all around. Yeah, so anywho, the cut I use, it's like an SVG file from Laura with lock. I almost said that wrong. Yeah, so that's the base of the card here. I'm just gonna ink it a little bit all around. So I just find I like inking everything. It just doesn't look like flat paper. It's just maybe me, but there it is. And here is all the pieces that they will have in their kit. So I do classes for my friends, and that's the masking paper. So you're gonna cut it like a snowbank or something, just to look at that. So there's the mask that's gonna go on top, and there's a little flag with the sentiment, and that's the track and the top piece. It's pretty on both sides. Some of the girls put the look of candy cane, and then some did like me with the green, and you get pop dots in there and the little candy, peppermint candy. And also I just love that one, so I added the little tag to the kit also, and some bling. I just randomly picked some up because I didn't have them beside me, so I just picked some up. So I'm put all these things on the side, and we'll start coloring our little gnome. So to begin with, that's the gray I'm going to use to do the beard. So I'm just going to trace all around, and you can also just do it with markers. It's whatever you prefer. I do a lot of my, when it's white and you just want some shading, I do a lot of it with pencil. I like that look, but whatever works for you. So now I'm just putting, it's like frosting on top, so I'm putting that white also. There's a bunch of girls that did in my team that I'm with at Jaded Blossom. A bunch of the girls did it differently and everything, and they're so cute. Like my friend Leanne and also Candace, they both did it more like a gingerbread, so that it looks like a hat for me, but they did that part too in brown, and it looks super cute that way too. So yeah, so check them out. They have some awesome little sneak peeks this week. So here I'm just blending with my nib and my Gamsol, my pencil, and I'm gonna do the top part also. So I'm a little late because I did post this project on Tuesday with release, with doing kits for my classes, with having two other teams. Yeah, I'm getting swamped here, and I'm trying to keep up, but it's not happening. So I'm trying my best here. So I found that the beard part of it wasn't dark enough, so I'm just putting a little bit more of the gray, and I'm going to blend that. So I had made one of these like magic slider cards with my lady friends a while back, and see, some of them kind of forgot how to do it, so it was a good thing to bring back. Like sometimes we don't do something for a while, and yeah, just a refresh, right? So here I'm doing my cookie part of the body in E35. And all the information will be on my blog, and I always tag my blog to my videos. So, yeah. So I'm just going to do the body part for that. And now I got the YG25 for the green. And I just do the candy part. I'll bring it back a little later for the hat. And there I got the R29, the darker red. So I'm using 2 reds on this one. So there's the R17. Today I just posted the Mrs. Claus stamp. She is so beautiful. I just love her. Here I'm doing my nose, and I do it with the E00, E13, and E11. With my friends, I usually go with the E00 and E53. It's a little easier to blend those 2 colors than those 3 colors together because they're a little deeper. Yeah. So here I bring back, like I said, the YG25 from my green. It's one of my favorite greens that I use. And I'll bring back my pencils at the end. So if you rather just do it with just markers, you can use the YG17 to blend those 2 together. They work really good together. And like the cookie part, if you don't want to use the pencil, you can also use the E37 with the E35 would be perfect. So I'm just doing 2 coats because I find sometimes because there's little gaps here and there and you have to start over, I find there's little lines in my green, so there is the brown I'm using. That's why I gave it 2 nice coats there. So now I'm just bringing that brown to trace, just to do some shading on the cookie part. And I'm gonna blend that. And what's nice with the pencil too, you'll see I'm gonna bring back my pencil here because I find that line wasn't big enough and it doesn't have enough shading. So you can do 2-3 coats as many times as you want. So you bring it back in, darken it up. Yeah, so I had a class already with this, and then yeah, they all enjoyed themselves with these 2 kits I made. The other kit I'm not doing a YouTube. I did just on our group itself. Yeah, I did it really early in the morning. Oh, there's another different brown I use for and I can't have caffeine. I wish I had caffeine. It was so not organized, and you can't crop it when it's live. So there is the green for the hat. Yes. So I apologize. If they watch this, I apologize. I had to run for this and that. And I didn't have my glasses. That doesn't help. So now I'm going to blend that green in my hat. Like I said, you can totally do whatever color for the hat. I found it looked cute with the little green hat. But I love the girls when they did the cookies. I never thought of just doing it just like a cookie. And it turned out awesome. So I'm just blending. One of my friends, she did even with purples. And it was really cute. Really, really cute. So here I'm just fixing a little bit of the white where I have maybe some green showing, so the frosting looks all white. And I'm putting a little bit of the same gray that I used for the beard, just for a little shading on the candy part. So here's the mask, and I already did one because of my other card. And with the mask, what's nice about it, you cut it once, you can use it multiple times. Just make sure when you put it down that you press nice and hard on it. Like you'll see, I'll bring a tool in a bit, just to make sure that it doesn't raise up when you go to ink up. See, I just bring that. So if I wanted to do 3-4 more cards, I can with that mask. And there's that piece. So you just, doesn't matter how you want to put your snow. I just look like a little hill on one side and goes sloping down a bit. You don't see much of that anyways. So here I'm going to bring some broken china. And if you don't have broken china, you can always use a different color. And as I say to the ladies that come to my classes or new to my group, if you come to my classes, I do have all the inks on the table if you want to try it out. You're welcome to it. So I'm just going to blend that. And I always start on the side, as I say to my friends, because you don't want that sharp edge. Because if you go right directly on your paper, you get that real, like a big mark of that color, right? So you can start on the mask even, it works. It was lifting that. It's okay though, we won't see that. So I'm just blending it till I'm happy with the blue for the sky look. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. I'm doing this video and I have to think of what I'm doing for the blog hop tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So this is my favorite when you go and you take your masking off. If you color your image beforehand and you take that mask off, it's like a, you know, yes, I'm a Fruit Loop, but anyways, I love that. It's like the reveal is so cool, right? I just love it. So now you take that oh no, sorry, I'm gonna put that little decorating panel on top first. So you just glue that. Like I said, for the ladies that didn't do their card yet, you can use the stripe like the candy cane. The only thing with that though is your minty, that what you call that little candy on top doesn't stand out as much as if you do the green. That's the only thing. It's super nice though, the paper is pretty. So now I'm going to put that panel in the back, and when you place it down, you'll see a little bit of brown all around. So it's like a hair, just to say you see a little bit of brown all around. Because you don't want to put it too high, because then your card base, you won't be able to close it right. So you'll see, just to say, there's a little bit of brown all over. So now you take those two panels that's like the track. I should have did it the same color as the base, but I didn't have enough of that brown, so I just went with that kind of beigey color because some of the cards you could see a little bit of that beige. It's not that big of a deal, but you'll see. I'll take a, your marker and you kind of rub it on there. Like I say, I'm jumping the gun here. I'll tell you back when it comes to that point. So here you want those two panels to be right, like, perfectly aligned here, because that's the track, and you don't want it to be, not to par, because then you're gonna be in the way of your track moving. So you're gonna use two-sided tape to glue it down to your card base. You can also use wet glue, but I found that, this way it's going to be direct. It's done. You put it down, it's in place. So now I'm just taking the release paper off. And for when I do classes, I leave a lot of the stuff. If you watch my other videos for CC and for ink and splatter, I do sometimes take a lot of that off to make the videos a little shorter. But when I'm doing a class, I leave a lot more, so then the girls can really see, okay, she did this, or she put that many things, right? So that's the only reason. So when I do a class, there's more information, so the videos are a little longer. And yeah, so you want to line it up the best you can with the outside. So yes, that's what I'm doing there. So now you're going to put another layer on top now of the two-sided tape. Press it down. Like I say, there's more. I leave more for classes. And I don't speed up my videos as fast also. Just it's easier for them to follow. If you haven't went and seen the new release, it's out tomorrow, because I'm posting this on Thursday. So on Friday, Jaded Blossom's release will be out, and it's super cute, all this stuff. I didn't get the dies on time because I am in Canada, so the girls were doing an awesome job with them. So when I get my little hands on them, trust me, I'll be doing some of those boxes. They are so cute. So there, I put that slider inside. You want to do that before we start gluing it down. So that's your slider. So here I take my acetate, and I did it a little bit bigger, and you just want to trim it a little bit. Here it looks like I took lots off. It's just because of the paper behind it. So you just want to trim it a little bit, but you're not going to trim any on the top. You don't want to trim the top part at all. That's why I did it a little longer. My first one, I did it a little short, and the slider, when you pull it up, it catches the top of it, and it's hard to go down. So if you look at it, you see it's just to say it's on top of it, and you want it to be behind that acetate, that little slider. So now you're going to take all your release paper, and I put that acetate on the side because it's just in the way for now. You're just going to take all the release, and don't, make sure when you do put your tape, you don't put none on the top, just on those 3 sides, just making sure that no one goes and puts that there. So there, and now I'm going to bring back my acetate, and I'm going to line it up the best I can so it doesn't look like there's big thick black somewhere. So you want it to look perfect, and you leave your fingers there, and then you push it down, and then you can just grab it now, just like that, and then you make sure that it's glued all around, and then you can bring back down your your little slider and it works. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So see, that's where I was saying, if it bugs you, that little bit of like beigey creamy, just take your 35, your E35, and just run it on the side of your marker and it helps. That's if it bugs you. Like I said, if I would have did the track the same color, it would have been nice, but I did 12 kits and I didn't have enough of that same color. So here's the little banner, and I scored 2 little lines on each side just to make the banner look more like a 3D banner. So I'm just showing you where the little crease, so you're going to go down and up with the other one. Just like that. And you have in your kit some pop dots, so you're going to use 2 on the back of them on the banner, and the other one's going to be for the peppermint. That's what I wanted to say, the peppermint candy. So you kind of want to have some of the how do you call it, the pattern paper showing on the bottom, so you're not putting it too much on top and then you lose all your snow looking. So there's the peppermint, and I'm going to build up my peppermint now. So just take some glue. Yeah, I still have to get the new set. I always forget to ask to put it in my next order. Yeah, because in the new one that's in the store, you get that size of peppermint and you get a bigger one. So, and I also put a little bit of gray on my candy just to darken it up, just to have like a shadow on there. As you can see, just a little bit. I'm sorry I didn't show you the color here. And I'm going to glue it to my vellum piece of it. And I'm going to put a little line so it just looks like a glare. And you have a pop dot for that too. And put it on. And I'll bring my little gems on now. This morning I was doing my card and I didn't have my pencils to put my gems, so really not organized. So super fun card. Put one more little gem and call it a day. Yay! So there's my card, all done up with the cute little Nomi from Jaded Blossom. He's so sweet. Super sweet. And here again is the new stamp set. Hope you liked my card for today, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!